Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers, and dear students, welcome. In this class, we are going to see prediction of Tamil sixth consonant phoneme in how this phoneme is produced. We are going to see with the diagram. Come, Tamil consonant phonemes. Production of sixth consonant phoneme in live 317 dated 3/11 2024. Production of Tamil and English consonant phonemes. Production of Tamil sixth consonant phoneme in, in. In is produced by making a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the front of the root, Tolgopium and Nannur. See, Tamil grammar books, Tolgopium and Nannur define in is produced by making a contact between the tip of the tongue and the front upper row and the front of the upper row. This is the definition of Tolgopium and Nannur. Now, let us see my definition. My definition for producing the Tamil nasal phoneme in. In is produced by making a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the front of the row and sounding. Tolgopium says in is produced by making a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the front upper row. My definition is in is produced by making a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the front row and sounding. There is no vast difference. But in its explanation, I have given full details of how this nasal phoneme in is produced. The peculiarity of this Tamil in phoneme is this phoneme in is not available in English. Explanation. In is produced by making a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the front of the roof and causing the abstraction there. When the abstraction is caused, the air pushed out by the vocal cords escapes through the nasal cavity and comes out through the nose, producing the nasal phoneme. This is the scientific way of the production of this nasal phoneme in, in. It is, see, let us see, it is when a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the front roof is made and sounded. The air pushed out by the vocal cords escapes through the nose, producing the sound, producing the phoneme in. Why? Why should the air escape through the nose? Why it should escape through the mouth? How the air pushed out by the vocal cords is prevented? and how it is made to escape through the nasal cavity. You see, see the research. When a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the front of the roof is made and sounded, the air pushed out by the vocal cords is totally obstructed by the front tongue by making a tight contact with the front upper molars. That is, when a tight contact is made between the tip of the tongue and the front roof and sounded, the air pushed out by the vocal cords is completely obstructed by the front tongue by making a tight making a tight contact with the upper molars. So the ear is totally obstructed. Now the obstructed ear tries to escape through the nasal cavity and comes out through the nose. So this is why it is in the production of air. The air pushed out by the vocal cords escapes through the two sides of the front tongue and comes out through the nose, producing producing the phoneme it, because it and in are produced in the same place. It and in are produced at the same place. When it is produced, the tongue gives way for the ear pushed to for the ear pushed to be the vocal cords, and the ear pushed to be the vocal cords escapes to the two sides of the tongue and comes out through the nose. It. But in the case of in, the tongue is having a tight connect with the with the front upper row. The tongue is having a tight contact with the front upper row. Now when we sound, the air pushed out with the vocal cords is completely obstructed by uh, the front tongue by making a tight contact with the front upper molars. So that now the air totally obstructed between the tongue and the back of the mouth tries to escape. Now then, the way to the nasal cavity opens and the air escapes through the nasal cavity and comes out through the nose, producing the nasal phoneme N. See, when a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the front of the roof is made and sounded, the air should be the vocal cords is totally obstructed by the front tongue by making a tight contact with the front upper molars. Now the obstructed air escapes through the nasal cavity and comes out through the nose, producing the nasal phoneme N. This nasal phoneme is not available in English. Now let us let us see the diagram. Madhya teachers and respected educationists and Madhya children. Look here. This is the tip of the tongue. This is the front row. Now the tip of the tongue has made a tight contact with the upper row. Now when we sound, the air pushed out with the vocal cords comes this way and comes to the tongue, front tongue. Now, as the tongue has made a tight contact with the two sides of the front upper molars, the tongue has made a tight contact with with the front upper molars on both the sides. There is no way for the air to go to the mouth. So the air obstructed returns, returns, and the way to the nasal cavity opens. Now the way to the nasal cavity, I mean the door to the nasal cavity opens. So the air escapes through the nasal cavity and comes out through the nose, producing the sound here. This is the way how nasal phonemes are produced. It is all in all the languages spoken in the world, all phonemes are produced by two ways. One, the air pushed out by the vocal cords comes out through the mouth, or the air pushed out by the vocal cords comes out through the nose. These are the two ways in the mouth. One is mouth, another is nose. These are the two ways for producing any phoneme in any language. These are the only two ways. The phonemes which are produced by sending the air through the mouth are called variously, but the phonemes produced by sending the air through the nose are called nasal phonemes. In Tamil, there are six nasal phonemes, whereas in English, there are only three nasal phonemes. So, when we write the Tamil names using three nasal Tamil phonemes, in and in and in, in. There are these three nasal phonemes. Only one English nasal phoneme, in. So, for the nasal phonemes, in and in we are going to say, lastly we are going to say, but the sixth nasal phoneme, in, is not available in English. So we are using another phoneme. That phoneme also is in Tamil. That we are going to see later. So, respected educationists and dear teachers, the nasal phonemes are produced when the air pushed out by the vocal cords are completely obstructed by the tongue and send the air through the nasal cavity and through the nose. This is the way how nasal phonemes and mouth phonemes are produced. The mouth phonemes are getting various names according to the position of the tongue or the position of the lips. But nasal phonemes only when as they are produced by nose. They are called nasal phonemes. So okay, respected elders, educationists, linguists, particularly linguists and teachers, and my dear children. Thus we have seen how the sixth Tamil consonant phoneme in is produced. In, in, in is produced by making a tight contact between the tip of the tongue and the upper roof. Tip of the tongue and the upper roof. Now, when we sound, the air pushed out by the vocal cords is completely obstructed by the front tongue by making a tight contact with the front upper row, not allowing the air to escape through the mouth. Now the obstructed air escapes through the nasal cavity and comes out through the nose. When the front tongue makes a tight contact with the front upper molar, the, the door for the door of nasal cavity opens. The door blocking the nasal cavity opens. So the obstructed air escapes through the nasal cavity and comes out through the nose. So this is the way how nasal phonemes are produced. As I have told you, already told you, in Tamil we are using six nasal phonemes, whereas in English only three nasal phonemes are used. Okay, my dear, respected linguists and teachers, kindly receive the message and make familiar with it so that you can give it to the learning community. It is the utmost duty of the teaching community, particularly. You should be thorough enough of the 31 Tamil phonemes used in Tamil and 44 phonemes used in English. Then only you can shine as a teacher, whether you are a language teacher or a subject teachers, whatever it is. Whatever, even in subjects, you are doing everything only through the language, whether it is Tamil or English. So, without apt pronunciation of the language, you cannot take any subject, whether science or mathematics or history or geography, whatever it is. You can't take it to the learning community unless otherwise you are well versed in that language. So here I kindly request the teaching community learn the protection of phonemes both in Tamil and English because we are in Tamil Nadu, we are doing, we are teaching things to the learning community only through these two languages. Yes, I have given various dimensions. What I am inputting various kinds of dimensions to give the protection of these 31 Tamil phonemes and 44 English phonemes to the teaching community. Yes, I'm trying my best. Kidding are not easy words. It's okay. Respected elders, linguists, and ladies and dear students, I heartily thank all of you for listening to my class regarding the protection of the Tamil sixth consonant phoneme, nasal phoneme, N. Till I meet you in the next class, I wish all of you a very nice and sweet time. Thank you.